Hey, I'm Varishka, and I'm a healing arts coach. And today I'm going to do a tapping inspired by our current situation. I'm actually inspired to do this from my mother, who lives in Germany, who's been afraid that she might never see me again in person. And today is Earth Day, and it's my brother's birthday. So, giving myself extra motivation to create this gift, in a sense, for us to remind our bodies what's happening and what's real. Because in this current pandemic, we're also in an infodemic and fake news and all these things. Like, we don't have anything to hold on to. I happen to be quarantined on the big island of Hawaii after being all over the states this past year. And this is just where I happen to be. And there's a lot of echoes from 2 years ago, from a year ago. And if you kind of look back in your timelines, you can see that there are similarities showing up 2 years ago and different feelings or different things that you're facing, maybe. And basically, people from the Big Island have been pre-gaming hard for this because 2 years ago, I actually took a break from the Big Island and lived in an apartment in a canal in Amsterdam with white walls after being completely in the jungle for many years. And it was such a contrast. And I didn't have internet and I didn't really know anyone. So I was in these white walls staring at the water for 2 months. So I had my own quarantine then, and it was very interesting. So I can really feel for everyone what different people are going through in their environments. And then 2 years ago, when I returned to Hawaii, the eruption started in my neighborhood, and it was pretty frightening because I had to go in to rescue some items, and it was past the lava flow, and the air was so bad, but you never knew because of the wind how bad the air quality would be. And so that is when I had my first alarms with my lungs, and I ended up having a near asthma attack type of thing in the post office. And at that moment, I knew I needed to leave the island because we don't know what we're breathing, and I was in it very deeply. So fast forward now, 2 years later, and I'm definitely noticing about the lungs. People are breathing in or not breathing, and they're afraid to breathe around other people. So this really is quality of life. This is direct connection with life itself. The capacity to breathe, the capacity to take life in fully, to oxygenate our system. I mean, this is the best thing we can do for preventative measures, is to keep breathing deeply, exercising in some way, and trying to release fear from the body. So that's why I do the tapping, emotional freedom technique, and it is all about changing your mind in the body. That's the design of it. So I'm creating this out of just free forming it right now, but basically we're going to concentrate on fear and our lungs and mental hygiene. And so whatever we think and speak, that's creating the spells and the reality of your life. So if we're thinking about what we're worried about, what we're sharing with others, what we're afraid about, how about we take some time right now and concentrate a little bit about what we want to reprogram our reality with. And that's not being in denial or ignorance about what's going on. So we don't know 100% for sure what's always going on and what the real statistics are. However, I've known quite a few people who've gotten the virus, allegedly, and have come through it. And definitely people say it's hard on the lungs. So the best thing you can do right now, the best revolution and rebellion, is to get yourself healthy, strengthen your immune system, exercise, and really watch your news sources. And, it's good to stay informed, and also it's good to take responsibility and create sovereignty in your environment. You know, are you safe? What do you have? All the food you need? Do you have everything you need right now? Hopefully, hopefully there's some silver linings for you if you're watching this right now. However, I have found even 2 years ago during the eruption, every time I was in the midst of tons of chaos and uncertainty, I still always had exactly what I needed. And right now too, I've been trying to move, and I've been living in all these different cities, and at every given time, I have everything I need. So this beautiful space I'm getting to stay in right now. So I'm very grateful for that. Got to swim with dolphins yesterday. Got to go for an amazing deep sea swim today and do a photo shoot with a mermaid friend who's visiting on Earth Day and honor Mama Gaia with that too. So I'm just recommending the biggest thing you can do is to take inventory and take stock. Are you safe now? What can you do to create more safety in your body, mind, and spirit? And that's what's imperative. What's imperative is wherever you're going to go, that you feel safe where you are in your body. Because we're going to be facing a lot of unknowns, and that's the biggest thing that you can do that doesn't cost anything, and that will make you have the ability to take in life more despite all odds. You know, we're only here for such a short time anyway, so let's not spend it in fear and worrying about the future. Yes, let's be vigilant. And yes, if we're in the Western world, you know, let's try to be in our sovereignty, you know, and that is, first of all, taking back choices for our bodies, you know, what we're doing. So we're all going to be facing different challenges and intersections where we may have to, you know, speak out a little bit more for what we want, but it's going to be because we know what feels right in our body. And that's what I want to underline right now and cultivate. So without further ado, let's start tapping. So at the beginning, I'm going to rub on the sore spot. It's right here. And this is designed to be a call and response. So repeat after me, and I'll try to not speak so fast. And when I say the feeling, just lean into the feeling, how you might relate to it. And you might cry, we'll see. But basically, this is like a lungs pep talk and a fear release. From doom to bloom in the time of Corona. So one of the themes I'm thinking about is like Corona is crown, and you know, we're going into whatever mental things or fears and structures we're creating. I want to invite us to bring us down to the body, into our root, this whole primal I am, survival instincts, you know, first chakra, root chakra, and let us call in more of claiming our throne, of being in your sovereignty, in your kingdom that you're in, whether that's a room or a tent or your car. That we find that space within us that's you're sitting in your throne, and there's no one else out there who's creating these restrictions. Like if there's restrictions and boundaries being made, and yet you can choose your boundaries, you know. So let's start rubbing sore spot. Even though I have this remaining grief in my lungs, I love and accept myself anyway. Take a deep breath. Across the chest. I forgive myself for having any unresolved grief in my lungs. I'm giving myself the compassion I need. What if it's safe for me to breathe deeply now? Take a deep breath. And across the chest, one more time. Even though I'm facing some depression in my body and mind, that's okay. I'm here to feel safe and release this with love and respect. Take a deep breath. So ways you might start releasing is burping, yawning, needing to move, maybe you feel tired. So that's why we do a lot of the breathing. So we're going to start tapping and tap after me. This old grief I've been carrying in my lungs. I can't take all these changes in life anymore. It's all too much. And now I'm not even allowed to be around people. I need connection. And I need to feel connected to myself. Top of the rib. I love and respect myself, even in this crazy, challenging time. Tummy, take a deep breath. I like to tap around the tummy because this is where we hold primal fear, grief, anxiety. It's kind of a taboo protected area. So it's just giving ourselves a little communication with our gut instinct too. And let's say, what would it take for me to feel safe in my body and safe in my life? Everything between that, de-story and delete, uncreate and release. Just about changing thought forms. Take a deep breath. Good, top of the head. This virus, my world's come to a halt. This virus, is it gonna get me? This virus, is it real? This virus, I'm so afraid things are out of control and the government might take advantage of this. And I won't have my normal rights. I'm so sorry. This time is very confusing. And I'm not sure what to make of all of this. So now we're gonna be your own Bruce Lee and work with our energy system. And let's claim right now any fear that you're having about the virus, the future, the economy, your well-being, your family, future plans, future travel. Let's just say, call out this fear and say, I delete this fear minus infinity. Take a deep breath. Always put my hands like that and shoot it down toward the earth and just imagine everything from your mind, all the thoughts, those energy signatures shooting down your spine, through the base of your spine, through your genitals, your throat, shooting into the earth from the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. And we're not hurting the earth, we're just shooting down energetically for it to be transmuted. The earth grounds it down and neutralizes it, just neutralizes it. So just allowing that energy signature, feeling the earth almost vacuum it from those points. So you know, in your meridian system in Chinese medicine, just imagine those super highways and all of the different stories trapped in different intersections in your joints and your spine, in your heart. Let it all go. Just allow it just to be untangled, sucked out like spaghetti, it seems like. I do surrogate healing here too. So I'm also burping for the collective and feeling into it and just letting it release right now. It might look passive, but it's very active. And just allowing yourself with that intention for these fears to flow out. Like, do you really want to live in your temple polluted with the fears going round and round and round? You're not going to solve anything right now. It's about slowing down and giving permission to think, feel, choose, release. Think about it. If you need to close your eyes, fear. Fear, unknown, anxiety, panic, terror, out of control. Think about all those things. What do they stimulate in you? And as you hit them, just like delete, 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 shoot it out, shoot it out, shoot it down to the earth. It's time for us to be model citizens to ourselves and have this connection. I mean, a lot of us are missing connecting with people, and some of us are having the time of our lives because we're actually having time to connect with people, even if it's digitally or on the phone, but people actually have the time for it. And it's also very isolating, so we're getting to sit with a lot of these what ifs and what is real, and what if there are new truths coming out, what we thought was real before, all of that. It's very scary to the mind. So we've got to clue into our gut instinct and really identify, who does this fear belong to? Who does this fear belong to? Because out of fear, we can't act. Sometimes you do act, but then hopefully gut instinct. And that's why this session is intended for you to get more clear on the signature of quality choices or panic choices, that are running. So I'm still deleting this fear signature. Fear of not, how are you going to make it next month? How are people going to be paying the rent? When can you be able to move freely again? When are airports going to open up again? When is it ever going to be safe to be around people or going to ball games or stadiums? Letting it go, letting it go. Just allow yourself to feel the prickliness and stay with it. This is just a video, but sitting here and actually doing it, taking that time for yourself, that is truly honoring yourself and everyone else around you, taking responsibility for your energetic vibration and contribution. Are you going to be a life raft during stress, or are you going to be a sinking stress ball? Good. And take another deep breath, and with intention, just shoot that energy signature out. Just tap in the tummy. Let's just say, I am strong to this fear now. It just means you're coming into your balance of the paradox, because we have all of it, and it's just a good idea to come into neutrality. That's the whole purpose of moving the energy, of just coming into a state of clarity and neutrality over favoring one or the other. And that's why we say, I'm strong to this fear. I'm strong to being out of control. I'm strong to my inner knowing. I'm strong to confusion. I'm strong to connection. I'm strong to communicating with my body now and owning the quality of my life. Take a deep breath. Good, top of the head. Even though I have this unresolved grief in my lungs from my life, from all the stressors, part of me doesn't know if I'll ever get over it. Through the nose, I'm so sorry. To the lips. Lungs, I love you. Thank you for giving me this life, for making my life possible. Top of the rib. It's safe for me to take in my life more fully now. Even though it's hard for me to conceive or believe if it's safe or not. Tell me where I am at right now. I'm safe. I'm connected. My lungs are working. I'm so grateful for my life and all the work my lungs do for me. Take a deep breath. My lungs, I love and accept myself and their vibrant health. My lungs, I am worthy of embracing my life. My lungs, I am worthy of enjoying my life. It's not too late for me. Even if I think time is running out. What if part of me discovers that my life actually is sweet and I start making the most of it? Thank you, this big pause button. Stress and all. I love and accept myself, even in this great unknown. Take a deep breath. It's safe for me to take life in more fully now. Even if I'm wearing a mask, I'm participating with respect, and I love and respect my body and my sovereignty. Top of the head. It's safe for me to release any pain, guilt, and shame from my lungs now. It's safe for me to release this grief about, you can say something specific. It is truly safe for me to release this old grief now about my unlived dreams, about my disappointments, about the life I thought I'd have, and accepting the life I have right now fully. I am a participant, and I love and appreciate myself deeply and profoundly. Starting right now. Take a deep breath. Even though it feels like things are falling apart and they'll never be the same, will I ever recover from this? I'm not so sure. The media is preaching doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. I'm so sorry. What if I make my own rules right now? I totally love and respect myself for improving my thoughts and putting my energy coupons to investing in my best life ever. That might mean reaching out to people. That might mean taking time for myself. That might mean seeing things from a different perspective. I'm open to that now. I'm safe to release any stubbornness and any limiting beliefs that have been holding me captive. All of these restrictions, I frickin' hate it. All of these restrictions, rules, laws, trying to protect me and making me feel rebellious. I just want to be free. So lean into that thought. What does that mean for you? Restriction, rules, curfews, quarantine. What does that trigger in you? So use some of those words, and we're going to kind of delete that right now. Like, something in me is always feeling like, I'm going to get in trouble for something. I'm going to get in trouble. And I've been a good girl my whole life. I'm going to get in trouble. I had parents that got in trouble for things. They were framed. And things can happen even if you're not doing anything. There's always this looming, ominous thing. I'm going to get in trouble. What? Am I going to get the speeding ticket in 3 weeks? Like, am I going to worry about that right now? So that's what I want to focus on, really releasing this tension that we've programmed and also been conditioned by the media and everything we've learned about Mother Superior and all of that. What if you have the right to be here? What if the air is free? It's abundant. You have your lungs to take it in fully and enjoy it. Let's let our bodies know it's safe to do that and release this looming restriction now. And we have some restrictions right now. It's just more the confinement that creates in our psyche too. So let's say I delete this restriction and powerlessness minus infinity. Deep breath and actively shoot it out. Be your own Bruce Lee. Out of your hands, the soles of your feet, the base of your spine, your throat. Imagine like a laser beam shooting out this energy of being bad or getting into trouble or doing something wrong. You know, we all have a different nuance of it, so you choose for you what it is of like getting in trouble or being punished and penalized, like the fear of that. Shoot it down and out, down and out. Any sense of panic, kind of feeling it in my heart a little, like this, this like shock wave. So like drop it down and just move the energy down into the earth. And as you're releasing it, just call in something coming into your crown, the golden light. Entering the golden age. If you're doing this, you're a participant of improving your life and the lives of others just by an intent. Even if this is just a prayer to your body, prayer for your field of reality, your sphere of influence in your family. What if you are an anchor of peace in your family? Would you like to be that? So shooting down this fear of restriction, this fear of our lifestyle being encroached upon. Any fears of curses too is coming up too. Releasing all of that. While it's automatically releasing, on automatic, say, I'm reclaiming my power. I'm reclaiming my life force out of all previous contracts designed to enslave me. I'm stepping into my sovereignty. It's safe for me to claim my throne. I love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. Releasing all of those bonds and chains, just release it, release it. And imagine you're doing this for all of your lineage who've walked before you, who have been enslaved through the system, through religion, through, for instance, my family is from formerly Eastern Germany, growing up behind the wall, all of those restrictions. So that really rings true in my body. It's in my personal history. So just lean into all the different dynamics of what you saw, heard, what you took on since a child in building all of these restrictions. Rules, laws, regulations. Say out loud, I do not consent. I do not agree. I'm safe to release this BS now that I wouldn't sign up for in a million years. I totally love and respect myself. Fear, worry, concern, grief, and all. Take a deep breath. And again, just shoot out any sense of imprisonment, limitation. Someone wanting to have something over you, all of that. All right, tap on your tummy. I am strong to conflict now. I'm strong to my free spirit. What if this time is an opportune time for me to realize what is my best life ever? I love and appreciate myself, challenges and all. Take a deep breath. So I'm going to lean into just that we're going to just tell our bodies directly to come into balance. So we're going to just continue tapping. And let's just say, activate third eye now. Activate crown now. Activate pH now. Activate pituitary gland. Activate root chakra. It's safe for me to be me now. Exactly where I am. And let's just do a little release right now. This might be really weird. I can't even believe I'm doing a video. Of imagining whatever you've been holding in your lungs up until this point, like imagine that you're a dragon. We're just going to keep tapping here just to kind of release old stuff. It's just automatic. We don't need to really know. But we're going to do a ha sound. And maybe you've heard in yoga like the lion's pose where you're like, but just imagine, so put your neck up a little bit. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to go, like imagine tickling that back of your throat thing, like pressing it out, and imagine anything that no longer serves you is going to be exhaled. We're going to have the violet flame of love and transformation here, transmuting it. And we're going to breathe out, ha, and we're going to breathe in, ha, like breathe back in a purification to your lungs. like a Purell, an auric Purell for your lungs. So let's do this. I'm going to attempt to tap. You don't necessarily have to tap. Take a deep breath. Let's go. And inhale it. And exhale again. can only try. I call it all an experiment, but I'm feeling something shift. So I'm going to wind it down right now. I think that was a good place to stop. I mean, this could be like an 8-hour tapping because this is some deep stuff and you can really go in deeper into the grief stuff. And if you just need to talk story and talk about some things with maybe the parties that need to be talked to, maybe this is the best time to resolve some of this grief. A lot of time it is still about being heard, the need to be heard. You know, we may never get our day in court or the justice, but we might get justice through empathy, through compassion, and if anything, through our own self-compassion. So if you do need to chat, reach out, email me. I'm available to chat or write a letter. This is the time for us to be in our humanity. I heard something like, not the virus, but be in the virus of our humanity. And that's what's really important right now. And this is like the lungs, the right to breathe, the right to enjoy life. That is our humanity. So by claiming our sovereignty, we're just kind of reclaiming our humanity. And that's what the world really needs right now. So I love you all. I hope this made sense. I hope you felt a difference. If you have any questions, let me know. Big aloha from the Big Island, and don't forget to enjoy your life.